Imagine walking into a basketball arena and looking up, way up, to see a player taller than the rim. Not an NBA veteran, not a giant from folklore, but a 19-year-old kid who just made college basketball history. Meet Olivier Rioux, the world's tallest teenager, and now the tallest player ever to step onto a college basketball court. This isn't just a story about height, it's about dreams, pressure, and the moment one young man stood taller, literally and figuratively, than anyone before him. On November 6, 2025, in Gainesville, Florida, the home of the Florida Gators, the crowd began to chant a single name: "We want Ollie." And with just over 2 minutes left in the game, he rose from the bench. The arena erupted as Olivier Rioux, standing a jaw-dropping 7 feet 9 inches tall, checked in. In that moment, he didn't just play basketball, he stepped into history. Olivier's story begins in Terrebonne, Quebec, a small city in Canada. Born in 2006, he was always taller than the rest. By the time he was just 12 years old, he already stood over 6 feet 10 inches. And at 15, Guinness World Records officially named him the world's tallest teenager. Growing up, he wasn't just known for his size. He was known for how gracefully he carried it. Imagine being that tall in school, fitting into doorways, finding shoes, or even just walking through a crowd. Every day was a challenge, but Rioux never let that define him. He worked, practiced, and dreamed, not just to be tall, but to be good. Fast forward to 2024. The Florida Gators saw something special in him. They brought him into their program, giving him a chance to train, learn, and develop. For a full season, he red-shirted, meaning he practiced, but didn't play official games. Then came that night, November 6, 2025, Florida versus North Florida. The Gators were dominating 104-64, and the crowd was buzzing. When Coach Todd Golden finally nodded his head, Rioux stood up, and the crowd went wild. Every phone in the arena came up. Every eye was locked on him. He didn't score, didn't rebound, but when he walked onto that floor, everyone knew they were witnessing something no one had ever seen before. For context, the previous tallest players in college basketball history were Kenny George and Taco Fall, both 7 feet 7 inches. Rioux is 2 inches taller than even Taco. To put that into perspective, if Olivier stands next to LeBron James, his head is nearly at LeBron's chest. Next to Steph Curry, he looks like a skyscraper beside a sedan. But here's the part that makes his story powerful. Height can open doors, but success comes from what you do after you walk through them. Rioux's coaches say he's one of the hardest workers on the team, learning footwork, improving conditioning, and strengthening his body to handle the intensity of college basketball. And that's what makes this debut so special. It's not just about being tall, it's about earning the moment despite the pressure of the world watching. Now, the big question. What's next for Olivier Rioux? Can he develop into a dominant force in the NCAA? Can he move, defend, and score like a true big man, not just a tall one? Nobody knows yet, but one thing's certain, Olivier's story is just beginning. Because every legend starts with a single moment. And for the world's tallest teenager, that moment came the second he stepped onto that court, looked down the baseline, and realized the dream he once looked up to was finally his reality. Don't forget to subscribe for more untold NBA stories.